Hello everybody, this is Fernando for the latest Ghosts and Spirits news video. I thought I would give one last update related to the new Haunted Museum from Zak Bagans, the one I talked about just a couple of weeks back when it was first opening. The museum has now been open for I think a little over a month, although I think there was a delay too associated with that unfortunate tragedy with the shooting there in Las Vegas, but otherwise it's been open a good enough time to have a good number of reviews already set up. So that's essentially what this video is about. It's about chronicling the reviews both on Yelp and also on TripAdvisor, because to me those are the real reviews, not the ones that are like associated with news articles or news stations, that kind of stuff. No, those are like the private tours that people go on and they get their own special spot. No, in this case it's about you, me, the tourists that are giving these reviews. So I was able to tally a certain number of reviews, and then I'll give the main consensus that people seem to have here. But yes, indeed, let's go ahead and let's focus on the latest set of reviews for Zak Bagans the Haunted Museum. By the way, I'll include the link for my other video too, which showcases some good info about it as well, in case you wanted to check that out. But yes, indeed, let's go ahead and let's focus on Yelp and then also on TripAdvisor regarding these personal experiences from people. And thus far, the main consensus is that's pretty good. Like, it's actually holding up even after a month of opening, especially on Yelp. I was surprised because Yelp is usually like the more brutal of the two. Like, people will post some of the most scathing reviews on Yelp. They'll definitely give their opinion when it comes to a place they visited, a show they saw, whatever is the case. But here, no, it's definitely still holding up on Yelp, and it has to do with certain themes, and I'll highlight those here as well. Number one, people absolutely love that the museum has a great focus on detail. I'm going to be borrowing some pictures, by the way, from both Yelp and TripAdvisor from the actual tourists. But yes, that's what they're highlighting a huge amount, is there's just this fantastic set of detail. Every room has something that you can just stare at. That's actually going to be a con here in a minute too that I'll focus on. But yes, all this detail is amazing. I mean, even looking outside, like this picture here, a little tucked in corner, you'll see that they have something there still focusing on the museum and still making it just stand out. They didn't have to place that thing there, whatever that is. It looks like a little waterfall with an intricate little I guess ornament or something else that's hanging on top, but they didn't have to do that, but they did. And so the makers of this museum, all the developers, absolutely made sure every single corner had something that was outstanding. Same thing with the rooms inside. People that go in there state that there's just so much detail from the very entrance. When you walk in, you'll have a video that plays and it'll tell you what to expect, and then finally walking in the hallways, walking in room by room, people are clarifying now that there's about 15 rooms that you go see, and then also that it's a little over an hour with regards to the timeline, but that it just goes like this, like it's that quick because of the excellent amount of detail within every single room. That ties in also to the very, very good reviews that people are giving on the staff, from the welcoming staff, like the people that check you in on the tickets, to the actual tour guides themselves. Everyone there seems to love their job. They seem to do a really good thing when it comes to their specific role, which is quite rare these days, at least when it comes to everybody doing it all at once. So that's another big bonus. Lots of kudos that I was reading from people stating that their so-and-so tour guide was just very informative, very upbeat, made sure that the tour had a lot of great information, and that was also there. Also, another thing that stood out that worked out really well that people are really highlighting are, of course, the art artifacts themselves. I mean, the people are stating that whenever they go see the main haunts here in the museum, they absolutely love the experience for it. So much so that some people even don't even go into certain rooms. Like, that's how much that people are stating they feel something there. So big kudos to, in this case, to Zak for making absolutely certain he got the best of the best when it comes to haunted objects, cursed objects, items that have something attached to them, because lots of people are feeling them, even in large groups. The usual group that I'm reading is around 13 to 15 people. When that happens, you normally like might have too much congestion to feel anything, but no, people are still stating that yes, they go into certain rooms and they have those not bad experiences, but something along the lines of bad feelings, like something is up in these rooms. So if you truly want to go to a place that has a haunted feel to it, then you'll definitely enjoy going to this museum. Other things that stood out was as far as like the security. Apparently there, obviously, like in this heightened time period in Las Vegas, I was noting that one of the reviewers was stating that yes, that there's a security personnel around even at the very end. Whenever you're going back to your car or you're heading away, the security personnel are there to make sure everything is okay. That stood out. It was the little touches that were along those lines that made things really good too. Same thing on I was looking at TripAdvisor, the stuff related to it. People were just pointing out that yes, the authenticity of things are looking very good. A big highlight on there too was the Dybbuk box, the Dybbuk room. I don't think, because someone was mentioning that there may be like a big what do you call it, finale. Like there's a build up to the entire tour, and then it finally goes into one of the most haunted things there. I don't know if it's the Dybbuk box room or if it's the staircase from the house, the quote unquote house of hell. But if somebody knows, please post those comments below. But yes, as far as that, the TripAdvisor, a lot of people are also highlighting the extremeness, the detail of these hauntings there too. And others are actually stating that they have more physical experiences rather than actually like feeling dread or feeling ominous things. Some people are stating that they've had their hair pulled. Other people are stating that they've had like a push, like a touch, and so much so that one person was explaining on their review that they saw this person turn around behind them, look at them, like wondering, did you just push me or did you just actually touch me in the back? But no, that person was away from them. That's how much in terms of the haunted experience is there. Now, as far as the negatives, it looks like the same thing is as before. These are all new tourists, all people posting these reviews. So the same thing is like the stuff I highlighted in my last video. The biggest one is the rushed feeling. So Zak Bagans, I know you're not going to read this video or hear it, but the biggest theme seems to be that yes, people are not liking the rush feeling. It's an hour, you have 15 minutes, you do the math, you're looking at close to about maybe 3 to 4 minutes tops per room. And this is being generous because you still have to walk between rooms, between hallways as well. So in this case, people are stating that they don't like that they only have moments to spare within each room. That's my biggest fear so far. If you go there, and I'm going in February, the idea that when I go there I'm going to have a big problem with only being able to see a couple of seconds some of the most haunted things. So, and people are recommending if there's any way to have it be longer, or maybe have it be more, I don't know, localized, specialized, where only certain parts maybe are highlighted one day and then you can come back and do another part, something along those lines. Who knows? But I know this stuff is just brand new. This is a new museum and it can change, it can adapt. So what the biggest one involves the timeline. Even if it involves more money, maybe even make it like a 2-hour tour, maybe a 3-hour tour, or an all-day stuff, whatever is the case. people, if they're willing to pay, they can indeed do so if they feel that it's worth it. And people are. I mean, they love the experience so far. They just want to be able to have a longer time period. And the other thing has to do with actually, ironically, the price itself. Because yes, people are willing to pay more, but for the hour time period and also for the rushed feeling, not right now, because they're stating that it's pretty expensive. They are still running into that issue where the tickets are like $33, $35. Great, looks fantastic. But whenever you add on that processing fee of about $12 or so, like I highlighted in my last video, that's when everyone is shocked. Like they're thinking to themselves, "Oh my goodness! If you go there as a couple, you're damn near spending near $100 just to spend the hour together there." So paying a higher price can indeed work, only if the experience truly matches it. And so in this case, they want to be able to spend a longer time. It's a rough though gamble. It's a rough trade right now, because the other thing that is a con right now is it's too popular. People are stating, and this is a warning for everyone out there too, that if you go there, be prepared to wait hours to get in, because there will be a line of people to get in as well. And the way it works is whoever comes in, you'll be able to do so, but then you'll be placed in groups, and so only one group at a time can move forward, and it'll be again about 13 to 15 people per group. So when that happens and you're stuck, let's say, in the back of the line, then your group is going to be waiting a while until it goes through. So be prepared for that too. It's still very popular. You're going to have to be waiting outside quite a while, unless, I don't know, if you go there, I guess, right at the beginning or maybe towards the late time period, you might have a better shot. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, when I go there, that I'll be able to, things have died down, and then I'll be able to just walk in essentially. But who knows. But and then finally, one of the nice little neat notes is that yes, Zak is still there. He's apparently still on not a daily basis, but he is making his rounds to the museum. People have stated that when they go there, and the reviews, they see him outside, or they sometimes see him inside. He's still making sure that everything is going well with the museum. So if you go there today, maybe even sometime soon, you'll be able to have a good chance of seeing him there. And he's a little busy, it seems like. Sometimes he takes pictures, sometimes he doesn't, but who knows, you may have a good shot at seeing him there too. I even seen photos, it looks like, of Aaron, also from Ghost Adventures. He may stop by there every now and then, so that's a nice little treat too. But that's it. Again, the main consensus throughout the reviews now that it's been about a month, the real reviews from people themselves, from tourists, are that the museum is good. 4 stars, in fact, on Yelp. 4.5 stars on TripAdvisor. The Yelp one is the one, again, that surprised me, because that is normally Yelp is, again, pretty brutal. So the fact that it has 4 stars and it seems to be rising can help it out. Just listen to the criticism, though, with regards to just tweaking it, making it the perfect experience, and that would be awesome. So, but yes, has anyone visited that location yet? Anybody going sometime soon? If you do, later on, post a review here under comments. It'd be great to share it with everyone. Or if anyone has already gone there, or posted right away, it'd be great to see what type of experience you had. I'll definitely be making my own video once I go there, and I'll see how much I can take in terms of photos, because of course it was still stressed on the reviews multiple times that no photos are allowed anywhere. So it'll be interesting again to see what my video contains on that. So alright everybody, thanks again as always, take care.